Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Milk Cafe. How's everybody doing on this Friday? It's Friday already. Already Friday. I got my juice out and I got my coffee already ready. So hopefully everybody's having an awesome Friday. Good morning, sunshine people and fam. That juice looks good. Can you see it? I already got the juice done. Today is our milk cafe discussion. So I'm already on Fridays and Saturdays gonna have my milk or my juice already ready. But we're gonna wait until a few more people come in. Good morning, Melanie, the moderator. Happy Friday. So I already got my juice and coffee all ready to roll. And you make that drink. Yeah, this is, I forgot, I left out cucumber. So this is kale, celery, apples, and cucumber. So I'm gonna wait until a couple of more people come in, and then I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all what topic I want to talk about today. Um, that'll help us create a stress-free environment. But how's everybody doing? What did y'all do yesterday? Did you sleep well? And I think this is the first time you're in the live stream, Sunshine People and Fam. Is this your first time in this live stream? Well, that coffee is so good. Yeah, so I'm gonna get a chance to have a yes, first time. Well, welcome. I'm so happy that you're here, and I hope you like what you're hearing. We talk about some pretty it's a pretty stress-free environment, which is what I wanted to create. But you know, um, the main topic is juicing, of course. But I believe that in order to create a total wellness for yourself, you need to live in a stress-free environment. And if you're not living in a stress-free environment, you need to create one. You know, so that's what we kind of talk about. That's what I'm kind of talking. What I am talking about on this channel. Um, and then gardening. Gardening is my main thing. But I've been giving a lot of energy to waking up early every morning and talking about this here juice and this amazing effects on me. And then other people have been telling me what juice is doing for them or whatever they're doing or is working for them. So that's what we're doing up in here. So today we're gonna have a bonus, I guess you could say. Every morning I've been making a point to step away and watch the sunrise. So today I'm gonna put the laptop out there and let you guys listen to the after we have our discussion. Put the laptop out there and let y'all listen to the birds and see the sunrise come up this morning. A lot of that is by request too. So a lot of people have been loving on the sunrise that I've been posting, and a couple of people wanted to know if I could do it longer. Well, I'm not yet able to be out there for about an hour or two holding my camera. Plus, it doesn't last that long, so you know, once it's up, it's up. It's not a long um, sunrise scene. So yeah. So I didn't even taste this juice. I just added kale. I was all out of stuff to juice yesterday, so I had to order some stuff yesterday for my juicing. The kale is strong, and I don't always put a lot of it in my juicing and my juices, But from time to time, I need it because I'm living on a. I'm supposed to be having a high iron diet. So, but this is really strong. I put a whole bunch in there, a whole bunch of kale. You can see how green it is. It's real strong. Its presence is overpowering. I can hardly taste the apples, and the celery is just like non-existent. And the cucumber, I definitely can't taste that. So the kale is just way overpowering. So you've been juicing. You said you make drinks like that. So how long have you been juicing, and why did you start Sunshine? Can I just call you? Can I just call you Sunshine? No, just kidding. But Sunshine Peoples and Bam. How long have you been juicing? I'm making noises with this. You said you slept well, Melanie. That's good. I always say the best sleep is the sleep that you don't even know you sleep at. And so that's kind of how I was last night too. I slept so good, but I have this automatic alarm clock in my mind, in my head. No alarms needed. I wake up every morning at once I get on a pattern, I wake up every morning at the same time. So getting this down, even though it's not my favorite drink, you develop a just this love for it. Sunshine, did you I was asking how long you juiced. How long have you been juicing? Are you still there? Write that down with this coffee. Oh, been juicing for 5 years now. And why did you start? Why did you start juicing? And when I started juicing, it was based off the movie Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead. And I need to watch that movie again because it always. And then there's a one and a two. Oh, I commented that already. Let me see. Juicing now for 5 years. I missed it altogether. Okay. Pregnancy and iron deficiency, so much better. Yeah, I've always been iron deficient, so that's why I said I'm supposed to be on a high iron diet, and so yeah, but that's not why I started. I started because I was my daughter was sick, and well, she wasn't sick, but she had developed some issues, and we were trying to fix, and I was just high stress, and I just needed something to do really to make sure that I was focused. So we started an exercise program. We was exercising 7 days a week and juicing 7 days a week. And I wasn't too overweight, but the weight just came off, just fell off. Really, we did that for. I was vegan, just juicing only, for about 6 months, and it was. I felt. I think I probably felt the most energetic in my entire life. I was so high energy, and the fact that being sluggish was non-existent. And let me see. Yeah, so that's one of the things that I really enjoyed about being on a program. So I'm kind of back to that. Even though I juiced every day, you know, I've been juicing every day since then. And at the beginning of the every month, I go on a juice fast. So for the first 7 days of every month, that's what I'll be doing. And I just think every month is just a rebooting of a new start, a new, just, you know, new goals. So I focus. Yeah, I'm glad you're juicing. Keep consistent. Yeah, I started that in 2013. So I've been juicing pretty faithfully since then. The juicer that I'm on is the seventh juicer, and I've been juicing pretty faithful since 2013. But it is really, like I said, when I go to the doctor and get my blood levels checked, which is about yearly, um, they're always, the doctor, he can tell if I'm juicing regularly or if I'm not, but based on my lab work. So, it always makes me feel good to know that I'm doing something, and you can tell um, by by 2014. Did you watch the movie Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead? Yeah, it shows in your levels. It shows in, celery is really good for blood pressure, and and if you're a diabetic, it's really good for that. It'll keep your levels regulated. And so I know when I'm usually high stress, my blood pressure just shoots up, and I don't have issues with blood pressure, but it just naturally, just shoots up, and I can feel it because I have headaches and stuff. Good morning, Catherine's Garden. Good morning. Welcome to the live. I missed you the other day because I was taking a break. I had been on for some time, and I wanted to do this unboxing, and so I needed to step away for a little bit, but I was able to read your comments. Welcome to the live this morning. And hi, Nina. I just always knew I need to feel energy and was always sluggish. I don't feel, I don't like that feeling, so I began juicing. I was a vegan before in 2000. Yeah, for the 6 months, I was vegan. I didn't eat no meat at all. And then my children, they they wanted burgers, and they wanted all these things, and it was difficult. The difficult thing of managing a family, and when everybody else is not on that program or doesn't want to follow, what you're doing. It makes it so difficult. And then I'm cooking. I'm the one that's providing, like the meals and stuff for them. So it just made it so difficult. And of course, I gave in. But I don't eat a lot of meat. I still don't. I have days where I don't eat any at all because it's just the effect, especially on women, is as we age, it's just not healthy for our digestive tract. Has a tendency to do some things. I had this ghostwriter write an article for me on a woman's digestive tract, and he compared it to a car that it has aged over time. And I was like, oh, okay, that a man would do that, but I still need to. I have a website that talks all about my juicing and the benefits of different things, but I just haven't. It is under a different name, and I haven't got back to my web developer. so he can change it over for me to Green Organic Love, and then I can share it, and then it'll have all the benefits and all the stuff that I was working toward. And Sunshine, she said, my children love when I juice spinach, cucumber, blueberries, and strawberries. So you like the second person that told me they're juicing strawberries. And I've always been afraid to run my strawberries through the juicer. I make smoothies with them, like blueberries and strawberries. I make smoothies with them. But you're the second person that's told me, how's that work? You get, is it a large juice yield? And how many do you usually use? I think that's something I'm gonna do. Because I was saying, if you guys want me to try a recipe and have it on the have it on the morning show, send it to my email. It comes out great. I think I'm gonna try it. I think I'm gonna do that maybe next week sometime. Nina, is this your first time in the live? I don't remember. Um, I don't remember you visiting. Yesterday, I did not eat meat. This is what Catherine is saying. Yesterday, I did not eat any meat. I had some fried cheese. I feel so much better this morning. I find that meat is hard on my digestion. And that's what that I have suffered with issues with my digestion for years. And I thought that it was just the meat, but one of the things that I found that was is very harsh on my digestive tract is rice and bread. So I don't eat a lot of breads, and I love rice, but I don't eat as much because, you know, have you anybody seen Charlie and the Chocolate Factory? You know, Violet when she eat the gum she's not supposed to, and she blow up like a blueberry. That's me when I eat rice and some different grains like pastas and stuff. So it's just not good for me. I use 25 of them and it's juiced, no seeds. Wow. I'm going to try the strawberries. That'll probably be what I do over the weekend while the children are home. I'll, um, I'll make them a juice. And my son was sick over the last few days. He has allergies really bad. And I'll be trying to get him to to drink the ginger alone because I know it'll just go right into his issues and just kind of clear up his nose and stuff. And he was like, I can't do the ginger, mom. But if you have some green juice, I'll do that. So I made the green juice that I made yesterday. He just inhaled it. He drank it down, and I was like, good. So today he's gonna be on his way back to school. Sunshine said, I don't eat a lot of bread. Yep, seen it. Cut the green off. Me too. I had an allergy cold. It was the worst one I had in years. I haven't since I've been juicing, I still went where I live at right now, we were in the triple digits over the summer. So I suffered with that. But that was the worst that my allergies have been in years. But and I think it was just the extreme heat because I just moved here. I've been here like less than 2 years. March will be 2 years. But the heat just was making my asthma just horrid. But yeah, so that's what you know has been going on over here. I got this. Somebody called it like a purple rice. It says black rice, but somebody said it was like a purple rice, and so I'm gonna try that and see if it's a little bit easier on my digestive system, and try to see how I do with that. Um, what juices are best for colds and sinus problems? So what I use, I've been mixing the juices because a lot of people just want to see a recipe. But for me, um, I I usually just have plain celery. Plain celery works best for me. And then when I do, I'm not doing ginger today, but when I do it, I just juice it alone. I don't mix it. So I'll have probably about 6 ounces of just plain ginger, and it just immediately opens up all of this, and it just works on your sinuses. It goes. When I first started drinking it, it would burn my ears. It would ring my ears. That's how strong it is. But um, I think if you just do the plain celery, it works. It's supposed to really work for your lungs, and it's supposed to really work for like allergies and stuff like that. But and then ginger is good for pain and inflammation. So I do that. I drink ginger, orange, and turmeric tea while I was sick. I'm feeling better, and I'm just getting over an allergy code. Yeah, it's this juices is powerful. They are very powerful. I know in my area, for the longest, once these stores saw that people was going in on the celery, I never seen it. Like when I was younger, celery would be like four. You could get four stocks for $1, and I seen the price of celery just skyrocket. They're like $2, $3 a stock because with the trend, for me it's not a trend, but for a lot of people, they'll try it and then it's a behavior, it's a lifestyle change for me. And so it's something that I do to make sure that it's not a cure-all for everything, but it's just making my life a little bit better to live. um, Sunshine said I had beets, lemon, celery, apple, and ginger. Use a little is potent. Yeah, those are really good. Like some people can tolerate lemons and limes and stuff in their juices. I just can't. I don't. I try not to put any. It's. I think that is strong enough for me, but I've heard a lot of people. In fact, most of the recipes that I see in the book, my mother had a juicing book, and most of the recipes that I see in there can have lemons or limes or something like that in it, and I can't deal with it's too strong. It's too bitter. But as far as working on, colds and stuff like that, I planted celery in my garden this year. It grew so well. I did not think about juicing it. I will have to grow some next year. So what did you do? How did you use the celery? Did you use it at all? And I planted some. I got I'm excited. I got several stalks of celery out there now that are one is taken off and it seems to be doing well, but it's a cooler. I planted quite a few in the summertime and they did well, but then it was just too hot, so they did not survive. But I planted quite a few this week, a couple last week, and I'm hoping that I'll have celery. And then somebody posted some pink celery on their page, and I said, "Ooh, that's so beautiful! That pink celery. I've never seen pink celery, but it looks so good." The smell of fresh celery is amazing. I use it in cooking soups. Oh, that sounds so good. That's what I'm gonna do today. I'm gonna use the pulp from my juice. I put apple in it, but I'm not gonna care. I'm gonna use the pulp from my juicing to make some black bean chili for dinner. Not for today, for tomorrow. I was supposed to put it on yesterday, but I was like, the juice help. It makes me sleep so good. So I was supposed to put it on last night before I went to bed, and it just didn't happen. So tonight, or this morning, I'm gonna put on the black bean chili and see how that comes out. I got you know how they sell the little boxes of chili mix, the Tex Mex chili mix. So I got that. Sometimes I don't usually always use that, but I wanted it to pop, I guess. So I'm gonna go ahead and I was waiting to share my subject, my topic. So one of the things that I like to talk specifically about is even no matter what kind of a program that you're on, I just happen to think that it's like a package deal. It's like a lifestyle change. So if you're juicing or if you're doing um, smoothies or whatever you're doing, to be more successful at it, I think that you need to be in a stress free zone. I think that, we need to create a situation in our lives that is conducive or um, will help us be more successful. Good morning, Naughty Brothers of, what is it, Japer? So, welcome to the live. So, I want to talk. Last week we talked about getting rid of clutter, whether it's in your house or a material clutter or a mental clutter. And we also talked about creating a stress free zone in your home just to be able to let some stress go. I'm from India. Well, welcome to the Milk Cafe. We've been talking about juicing so far and why we started and different things that will help with sinuses and allergies and stuff like that. But I'm getting into today's the Milk Cafe topic, which is going to be, I just lost my train of thought. So we talked about creating a stress-free environment or a stress-free zone at home. But what I wanted to talk about is we're not always at home. And so, how have you been able to create a stress free environment at work, at school, or, I've been in situations in the grocery store where I've had to walk away. So, how have you been able to, walk away for situations, or if you at work and, every now and again you have this coworker that wants to taunt and create situations that doesn't create a good work environment. So I wanted to talk about getting rid of clutter and creating a stress-free zone are wonderful techniques to help balance our lives. And I believe it. I really do. I believe that, if you're juicing or whatever journey you on, it could be stunted if and you won't be too successful at it if you're constantly stressed out or if you're constantly in situations where you're just not your best. And so, like I said, I believe that you have to create a total package. And you have to, like the mind, body, and soul package. You can't do one thing and leave something else out. So what are does anybody want to share what they might be doing, you know, if they're in a work environment and they find themselves in situations where they, you know, are in a stress are stressed. I know that a lot of the workplaces too are starting to see that, like they're starting to create um, rooms where you can meditate. They're starting to create places where you can, if you're feeling too stressed, especially if it's a high stress job, where you can just kind of walk out and, do some things that might help you um, feel better on the job. So, um, one of the things that I found, if you a practicer of breathing techniques and stuff like that, is concentrating on your breathing and breathing through some stuff. And so, has anybody tried that? Has anybody, had breathing techniques or anything like that that have helped them to kind of sit down and stop and just kind of breathe through some things? I think that the idea of mindfulness is becoming a big topic. Yes, and that's where I've used YouTube for so many things, And so one of the things that I used to do is use YouTube to help me. I was a big Deepak fan for many, many years. And so I would listen to a lot of his stuff on breathing and, you know, finding your center, which helped me at that time. Now I just pray through it. I breathe through the prayer. And so it's been able to help me with that. But so I think I just happen to think that that stuff is important, when you, excuse me, when you stressed. Trauma is huge. Let me say that again. Trauma is huge in our community. Breathing and eating right, I pray. Trauma. I took my 7-year old the first time I took her to the dentist. It was so traumatizing to her. Trauma is huge. She was so scared. She did not sleep because she fought and she did not sleep, for days. And I don't know what she was thinking. I guess being laid back in the chair and having, you know, somebody in her face that was a stranger, and then she had a few cavities, and so she did, and it was mainly because we couldn't get to the dentist and get her cleaning and all of that stuff done because she was so afraid. And so to get these things done, I had to end up taking her to Children's Hospital, and they put her out. And for a long time after that, she just suffered. So a lot of people don't even think about those small things, but even children, it doesn't have to be via violence. You know, it could be like your everyday normal situations that can cause trauma in us. And so Deepak and Muji are my favorite. Yeah. Good morning, Destiny. Welcome to the live. It's good to see you on this Friday. Welcome to this live. We are in our Milk Cafe on Fridays and Saturdays. We in the Milk Cafe, and that's where I just kind of talk about. I still talk about juicing and whatever is working for you and whatever is going right for you. But on Fridays and Saturdays, I like to concentrate on things that might help you be more successful in whatever program you have going on. So we're talking about a stress-free environment outside of the home. Prayer always works. Yes, ma'am. Yes, it does. And I believe that. And Destiny says trauma is an epidemic. Please, BKO. What does that mean? I'm not sure. Naughty brothers, can you break that down? We must teach our children how to depend on God. I pray with them before they go to school every morning, and I just think that that's important, you know, to be able to do with them. Amen, Catherine. I teach all 6 of my children that. Awesome. Uh, my Nightbot just came through and said too many emojis. So um, too many emojis in the chat room can be considered spam by YouTube. So just limit them to about 2. But yeah, um, I teach them. I say pray about it. That's one of the things, that's how I get myself out of situations with them. I need to talk to God about that. You need to, especially my 7-year old, because she don't have no filter. She don't have no filter about nothing at all. And so I just tell her, I just say, you know what, let me ask God how about that. Sorry, I love emojis. I know, me too. I talk with emojis. I don't, sometimes when I don't have no words, I have an emoji for it. And so, but in the chat room is considered spam, and we We just want to keep it all good in the neighborhood. Yeah. Um, Catherine says yes, and I don't know. I believe that all things through God. Everything, everything. And so, um, but keeping a stress free environment is sometimes letting other people know what you're doing, letting them know what your program is, and sticking to it. You know, if people see that you're not strong in what you're doing, and if the wind comes and you will go with them or not go with them, they won't have full confidence in what you're doing either. So I just try to let people know, this is what I'm doing with the children. This is how we are over here. I'm juicing. I have to have, because I get some of my groceries through Instacart, and everybody wants to know, what are you doing with all this celery? I'm a juicer. That's what I do. Um, and then after I get done with the celery, I take the ends and I stick them in the garden because I'm a gardener too. So just letting people know what you're doing is helpful. And even whether you at home or at work or at school, just let people know what you're doing so they can either decide if they're going to be supportive or non-supportive, and then they will be in a certain position in your life too, because it's like, you either support me for what I'm doing, I'm supporting you, and believe in you. Welcome to the live, Cosmos Group 15. I think a balance of all these ways, body, mind, and soul, and spirit, to bring about healing and stability will help to bring balance and peace. And that is so true. It really is. It really is true. Just bringing uh, when you put them all together and don't separate anything, it creates a total environment. And that's what I'm saying. If you love yourself in that you're taking care of the inside of your body, because everybody is so visual. They don't think about, you see all these people in their makeup, and they wonder, they got skin issues, and they're wondering, well, how can I fix this, or how can I fix that? Internally, you can't just take care of the outside and not take care of the inside. You can't, if you're eating all this garbage and you eating all this stuff that's not promoting healthy skin, but then you covering everything up with all these layers and layers of makeup, it's not gonna work, you know. Um, so when people ask me about my skin, I tell them I juice. I'm juicing. I haven't had a pimple on my face in years. So, and then when I got one, I think it was a couple of years ago. When I got one, I was in a mirror. I was like, it was right in the middle of my forehead, of course. And so I was like, oh my goodness, what is that? And even all the kids are like, what is that on your face, mom? And so, but I'm saying this because it's like, it's a total package, it's a total balance. Take care of your internal. And I know that juicing is a lot, but even if you come to a point in your life where you just decide you don't have to be a juicer, just drink more water and eat stuff that's a little bit more healthier for you, and stick to a lifestyle that promotes peace and well-being, um, it'll be okay. I won't say that you won't have problems and situations that and you won't be in without stress in your life, because that's a part of our kind of living. But that's a part of this life today. And is, things that come and slap you in the face that were unexpected, which I'm learning in the garden. The garden is teaching me so much, but um, I'm just saying, juicing is not the cure all for life situations, but what I'm trying to say is if you find yourself, in a situation and you praying about it and you doing things that are in a step toward healthier living, you will understand, when you see things and you and like Sunshine is saying, ask God and wait for him to answer that act. But in that waiting period, you you can see, you may not be able to see the situation coming, but and it might not be easy getting through the situation, but at the same time your body and your system is built strong, your faith is built strong, your body is built strong. So because stress, what does stress do? Stress weakens your immune system. Stress weakens everything. But I'm just saying, if you don't start a situation with a weakened immune system, it you will get through it. I'm just saying a little bit stronger is what I'm saying. The garden is the teacher. She teaches us how to plant, wait, and then harvest the increase. And that is what I'm learning. That is what I am learning. That the garden is teaching me. I'm telling you, that garden out there. Good morning, Chef and More. Welcome to the live. I'm so glad you made it this morning. Welcome. So I'm just talking of the juice of the day is celery, kale, apples, and I put a whole cucumber in there too. And the kale is just overpowering. I can't taste nothing but kale. It's strong. But I got about this much of my glass down so far this morning. And we are talking about balance, basically. Balance and well being. So, Gappy Girl, welcome to the live. Is this your first time in the live? Welcome, welcome to the live. I'm so happy to see you this morning. So, that is what I am talking about this morning. And I'm just, I was saying that, we were talking about being in prayer and we were talking about, you know, well, I was saying that if your system is built strong, when these things come at you and your immune system is built strong, it's not going to be any easier to get through a stress-filled situation. But if you go in, I want to say built up and not already broken down in it, then it might be a little bit easier to get through certain situations. So your faith is strong, your system is strong. It's not going to be easy to get through it, but I'm just saying, with a weakened immune system, it might take you out. It might take you, somewhere you might not want to be. But your pattern, Chef and Morris saying, yes, that's exactly what I put in my smoothies most of the time with a little green tea to make it blend. Yeah, that sounds really good. You are correct about that. And Gappy Girl is saying, good morning to Melanie. So yeah, I think that it's a total package, and I'm gonna keep on saying that, and I'm gonna keep on, I'm trying to find different topics. So last week we were talking about how, if it's possible to create a stress-free environment or a stress-free zone at home. Um, and today I'm saying, you're not always at home. um, some of us work, some of us are at school, some of us are, not always in the home. So, what are you doing, if you find yourself in a situation to create a stress free zone outside of the home? So, I know sometimes that I want to get away, and I have a park around the corner from my house. So, I'll go ride my bike. I got a really nice beach cruiser that I said that I, wanted. I've been wanting for years, and I finally broke down and got it. So I got my beach cruiser, and I got my setup, my gloves, and I got my watch kind of works with keeping my miles and keeping stuff. So I'll get on my bike, if I can, and just head out to the park and just do a few laps over there and that'll be in my zone as well. What are we saying in the chat? I'm big. Destiny is saying I'm big on balance. I know when I'm off balance, my um, astrological sign is Libra, and the just went up. Memetic Egyptian when I resonate with my is representation of balance. She has something called the 42 laws. And yeah, so I know a little bit about that, and but do what you think is best for you. You know, this is a stress free zone, and everybody is accepted to listen in and participate. And so, what is working for you? I'll start with me. What works for me may not work for you. So, in that this is a stress free zone, I'm saying to you to do what works for you. And it sounds like you have a program that is working. And so I'm happy that you shared that. And I do know a little bit about what you're talking about because I was doing that for a little bit. And so, yes, Chef Morris is speaking to is saying hello. Um, Destiny is saying I meant comedic, not. I thought so, but I thought maybe you knew something that I didn't. And Chef Morris saying yes, I walk in the mornings. Chef Moore, you said you hula hoop too, so I'm waiting for you to post some video of you hula hooping so that I can get your watch time up. Look, so I can get your watch time up because I will definitely be sharing and posting. Sunshine says, gotta go. I stayed 15 plus more. Probably is too. Thank you for coming. And I'm so happy that you made it into the live this morning. Thank you so much, Sunshine. Come back again. And I like this conversation. I like the conversation we had. Catherine says, being in nature helps a lot. Breathing the fresh air and getting the blood moving in the body helps us to think. Meditating on the word of God helps too. Yes, ma'am. I have found myself out in that garden pulling weeds and praying and crying or doing whatever I need to, make sure that I'm balanced and healthy. So I never thought that's one thing that I talk about. I never thought that I would be in a garden and thinking that my balance would be pulling weeds, but I do. Actually, cooking is my true stress reliever. I go chop, beat, whip, stir by hand. Yes, ma'am. I can relate to that as well, too, Chef Moore. I definitely can. Just getting in here, just whipping up my everyday meals for dinner is not what I'm talking about. But I like to make tamales, and I like to do certain things that have me in the kitchen for hours in the zone. So I do definitely know what you're talking about. And have a great day, Sunshine. And like I said, I'm so happy you came. And I'm always excited for new faces and old faces. So nice to meet you. Have a great day. I read that. Oh, I need to do a live hula hooping. It's my favorite. I want to see it. I would say, call me, cause that's what I did. I'm a double Dutch hula hooper, and so I want to see what you got, Chef and more. Yes, nice meeting you too, Catherine. Yes, exactly. And so I hadn't wrote on my let me respond to this message right quick. I hadn't had a bike before I got this last one for about 30 years, and I just got it. Let me see. I got it probably in May. And I love that bike. I couldn't ride in the summer like I wanted to because it was too hot. And so, one moment, yeah. I hadn't rode it in the summer at all, but the weather is cooler now, and so yeah, and so I'm gonna get on it. I might get on that bike today and just kind of release some energy. Max Jean Woodley, good. Welcome to the live. Hello, friend. How are you? I'm doing very well on this Friday morning, and I'm so happy you made it to the live. Welcome. This is your first time, so welcome to the live, and we are talking about ways we can uh, live a stress-free in our stress-free zones and just get rid of, you know, release some stress. Um, yeah. So yeah, I got hula hoops in my yard. My girls love to hula hoop too, and sometimes we be out there, and of course our challenge is who can keep the hula hoop up the longest. And my daughter, my 7 year old, she's like, "You can't do it, mommy. You can't do it." Like, okay. I haven't jump rope in a long time, but that's um, double dutch is what we used to do. But you know the kids. Please help my. I don't have Max Jean. Check it, please. But I'm sorry, I'm not understanding. And limit your emojis in the chat room to two, if you possibly can. Let's see. Um, Another thing that we are not going to be doing in the chat is asking for friendship. So um, today we are talking about juicing, and we are talking about stress and living in a stress-free zone. So that's one of the things that and feel free to connect with anybody in the chat room, but you have to do it the right way. It has to be done the right way. So um, Catherine says, "Thank you for this talk. Have a great day, everyone." Thank you for coming by. I appreciate you being in here, Catherine. Thank you for your input on today's conversation, and I definitely appreciate it. I'll be here. I'm here every day, 7 days a week. I think I'm gonna come in a little bit later on Sundays than I have been, but yeah. So thank you for coming. Come again. I'll have different subjects, and also I'm here Saturday night lives, but it's just gardening. We talk about gardening also on my Saturday night live. So enjoy your day. Let's see, what am I missing here? Yes, a challenge on StreamYard would be awesome. We should. That would be so exciting. I'm in. I'm in. Chef and more. Let's do it. Let me know when you want to do it. We'll get the hula hoops out. I know you said you have a weighted hula hoop. I'm ready. So yes, I do. I do challenges with my children. It's a part of my workout. I used a weighted hula hoop. So you gotta. So y'all out here hula hooping, and ain't nobody capturing this on film. So, yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for what we're doing for ourselves. I think that we are a little bit different than our parents used to be. You know, they always found something to do too, but as we are living longer and stuff, and we realize the need to find something to work on, we are understanding that we don't have to be sitting around in rocking chairs, rocking all the time. That in our and as we age, we could be hula hooping and we could be riding our bikes. And, you know, I went, another thing that I did, me and my husband went skating. So we had a really good time too. And that I haven't been back, and I think that was, let me see, I hadn't skated in over 20 years. And so I found a roller rink in my area, And the first time we took the children with us, and I fell, and I was like, oh no, mm-mm. We're not too old to skate, but we are too old to be falling. So this little girl came in front of me, and I didn't want to put my weight on that child. So I took the fall, and I was like, oh, she would have been. But I was just a little bit bruised, but it was okay. It was okay. And so the next time I said, I don't want to be skating around children. So we went. They had a thing at the skating room rink that was just for adults, and it was like an oldies night, and we went and we really enjoyed it. So that was one of the things I never could skate. Yeah, we hula hoop, double dutch, jump rope, and we skated when I was young. So that was like I was born in the '70s. I'm a '70s baby. So that's all we did at school, dodgeball, and stuff like that. So to get back into that at my age now, it's just amazing. I haven't skated because I couldn't. Like I said, the weather was just so disgusting here that I couldn't really do much unless it was in air conditioned. So, but now that it's cooling off, I'm ready to get back into riding my bike and hula hooping and doing stuff that I need that'll just help promote what I'm trying to say every day here. That kale, I think I'm gonna use less kale because I like to taste everything that's in it, and I used a whole bunch. I used a whole bunch of kale, and I think that maybe I should have just used half of it. But I'm gonna get through this. I put kale, apples, a whole cucumber, and what else did I say I used? So celery, and this is just it tastes like it's just kale only. Have you put Has anybody ever tried to juice or put collards in their smoothies? I I would think about setting it up. Yeah, that would be really awesome. I wanna I'm gonna start working on my skills. I gotta get my skills up because I don't hula hoop every day. I just that's something that I've done with the girls in the back. And my boys, they've tried it, but I don't think boys get as excited about hula hooping as we do. So, but I'm gonna set up really soon. Um, I try to be on here for about an hour, and it's coming to that time. But I'm gonna set up the. Let me see. I'm gonna set up the camera outside. Okay, no, not for me. I'm gonna set up the camera outside so you guys can see the sunrise again. Um, it's been. I might. It's Saturday at 10 Eastern. Yes, it's Saturday at 10 Eastern. So I'm happy that you were able to connect with everybody. Um, I'm just call you Max. If that's not okay, let me know. I'm glad you were able to come in and connect with everybody, but um, have something to share. Like, are you a juicer? Are you juicing? Uh, what are you doing to create a stress-free zone? Share something with us. And stuff. But share something with us. Good day, everyone. Please keep me posted on Hula Hoop Challenge. I've subbed to Chef and More Good because you need to be connected to Chef and More. I really appreciate her, and I really appreciate her lives. She has helped me in a lot of ways with YouTube and my content and just being present, being very present on YouTube. So I really appreciate Chef and more. So make sure that you guys have connected. If you don't have Chef and more, make sure you go get her because I appreciate her and her page. So I'm gonna get ready and set this up. I'm gonna go black on here for a little bit, and while I set up for the sunrise. So stay tuned. I'll be right back, you guys. And let's see, what time is it? It's 5:17. I may end the live and then just come back so that if you guys want to see the sunrise, that I can just make it like people who just want to see the sunrise only can just do the sunrise only. Good morning, Four Horns. We'll keep you posted. Also, you can't use the yeah. So you could either yeah, just you can either take that away or if retract that. So, but I know what you mean, Destiny. I know you didn't mean no harm. And just in the chat room, you can't use stuff like that. YouTube will get me. It's considered spam. Good morning, everybody. Hey, good morning, Four Horns. She said, "Good morning, everyone. I'm in a professional development meeting today. You're muted, but you're on. Thank you. Thank you, Four Horns. Okay, have a good day, everyone. Good morning, Backyard Gardener. Welcome to the Milk Cafe. I was deciding because I got my hour in on my juicing and my stress-free zone in the Milk Cafe. And so I was deciding on whether or not I was just going to continue to let this play for the sunrise or just end this live and then come back like around 6 or so just to do about an hour on the sunrise. So I'm just going back and forth with the idea. So because I need to, it's 5 o'clock. I need to take a break and pay attention to some happenings. But welcome to the live. Welcome to the Milk Cafe. On Fridays and Saturdays, it's the Milk Cafe. For real. We stepping into the cafe and talking about some serious issues and some fun. And I don't know if you were able to hear, but we talked about hula hooping and bike riding and just things that'll create that overall uh, stress-free life. Ways we can live in a stress-free zone. So, yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and end the live and then I'll be back. So stay tuned, you guys. Chef and Moore and I are talking about doing a hula hoop challenge on StreamYard. So y'all will have to stay tuned for that. I'll have to get the girls in on it too, so we can do it, and either we can go live and do it, or we can upload a video and tag each other in it. Maybe we should do that. Let's talk more about it. Let's talk more about how we're going to get that together. But I'm excited. So I'm going to go ahead and end the live, and then I'll be back in about, I want to say about 6:10, something like that. And I'll be on for about an hour as the sun comes up. So have a good morning, you guys. Hopefully you'll be back. But I'm going to end it here. I got some stuff.